everyone, I'm Zhang from Penn State. This is the presentation for the paper Harmful Design in User-Generated Games and its Ethical and Governance Challenge. My talk starts from phenomena that game making has become increasingly participatory over the last few decades. The first form of participatory game making is mods. In games like The Sims and GTA 5, some players, also called modders, can create mods that can change how the original game looks and plays, which diversify player experiences. Independent game created by indie game developers is also a form of participatory making. These games often start from scratch and published independently by game studios like Among Us by Innerstars. Lastly, user-generated games represent an emerging form of participatory game making powered by well-known platforms such as Roblox, Minecraft, Fortnite, and Rec Room. These game platforms provide users the tools to develop and implement their own game design ideas, giving creators a place to create and publish any games they have in mind. User-generated games have the advantage of being easy to develop, require minimal coding skills, and less complex game management such as hosting a server. This low barrier attracts many creators, allowing them to focus on implementing their game design ideas. For example, Minecraft allows users to use simple blocks and the redstone system to build a game world. Roblox provides users with a creator studio and even AI assistant to create games. In addition, since UGG platforms often allow game monetization, game creators also earn profit from making games. Since UGG platform enable creators to implement their creative design ideas and motivate them by game monetization, there are many well-made games on these platforms that attract a large amount of child players. Take Roblox as an example. As of 2024, there are more than 300 million players and 60% of them are children under 16. Roblox has become successful and profitable business-wise. However, it has also been notorious for hosting harmful game design patterns. Harmful design denotes design patterns that can have harmful effect on vulnerable players. Children in online space have always been vulnerable due to exposure to inappropriate content, risky interaction with others, and risky behaviors. There are 4 primary harmful game design patterns in Roblox that can manipulate children and bring harm to them during gameplay. Roblox has also been revealed to have a horrified game that can traumatize children like virtual faces, mass shooting, and gang rape. I personally also encountered a sex roleplay game design during my ethnography research, as you can see in the picture below. Therefore, it is urgent to understand this game design with safety concerns in UGG platforms and more specifically how this game design occurs. Risky and harmful designs in user-generated game often start with the initial idea. Once a risky idea is formed, it can lead to a game that potentially harms players. This process, called design ideation, involves game designers generate, develop, and discuss ideas to form a complete game design idea. Game designers often seek inspirations from other games, community discussions, and real-life experiences to create unique ideas. With the rise of risky designs on UGG platforms, we ask, how does UGG creators' game design ideation lead to potentially harmful game designs? To understand the creator behind these risky designs, we need to find and connect with them. But how? Obviously, putting out an ad scene, drawing a study if your game might traumatize kids isn't going to get much response. Plus, some creators may not even realize their designs are risky. Previous research showed that game designers seek game design ideas from peers in online forums. In fact, it is common to see game designers in the participatory game making seek peer support in online forums. So, we decided to delve into these forums where creators share and discuss their interesting idea with others. We gathered 3 years of discussion from a Roblox creator subreddit, one of the most active creator community. We did a keyword search to filter the relevant posts and finally collected 2,900 threads with their comments. From this, we developed 2 main themes. We found that game creators actively generate risky design ideas in the design ideation stage, and they share strategies to implement risky design ideas. Next, I'm going to show you 2 examples for the first theme and 1 example for the second theme. First, we found that Roblox creators generate risky game design ideas by repurposing innocuous game designs. For example, the first Roblox creator created a model World Trade Center where 9/11 attack happened. While the first creator did not specify the intended gameplay for this model, other creators collaborated to propose designs on gameplay featuring airplane mode and simulate the tragic event on the 9/11 attack. Such simulation may result in anxiety and traumatize players in the game. Another example is that creators navigate policy boundaries and develop risky design ideas. For example, a creator created a game where there is blood, but they are not sure about whether Roblox accepts the depiction of the blood. So the creator asked for help, and the fellow creator held different opinions. Some creators say the blood is realistic and could be banned, while some support such design. Such support in the discussion could lead to unclear standards for determining whether the game design is potentially harmful, therefore may facilitate game creators in implementing such game design ideas. Besides generating risky game design ideas, Roblox creators also share strategies to implement risky design ideas. One of the information creators share is the ways to bypass moderation. For example, these creators suggest changing block color to trick the system. The strategies like this afford players to think of risky design ideas as they know the design ideas can be implemented and published as long as they find a way to bypass the moderation. Online forums have become valuable resources for game creators on UGG platforms, providing a space to refine and develop design ideas. However, these discussions sometimes take an unintended direction. We found in this study that this co-ideation process generates risky design ideas and may facilitate creation of harmful game design. This can be attributed to the governance challenges. Many creators are aware that policy exists, but they are often unclear about specific boundaries. This uncertainty leads to discussion that delve into gray areas of game design. If you want a game creator to design content that ensure player safety, it is not enough to simply establish policies, let creator test the limits, and rely on moderation, not to mention the challenge of making the policy clear to creators and making the moderation free from bypassing strategies. Instead, we propose to encourage them to consider player safety before they start generating ideas for game design. This is a challenging task even for the professional game designers. They must balance ethical consideration with revenue goals while navigating criticism from media regarding dark patterns or harmful elements in the game. While the conversation around ethical engagement in games design has begun, we need more efforts to investigate the values that game designers should prioritize and how these values can be integrated to their practice to create a safer environment for all ages of players. Thank you for your attention.